Hello and welcome to today's edition of Ruben on Tax, where we're going to be talking about the first-time abate program. Do you know what the first-time abate program is? I venture to say there's a fair amount of people out there that don't, but should. The program relates to the penalties for failure to file or failure to pay taxes. If you are late filing a tax return, the IRS will impose a 5% penalty per month on the tax amount, and if you are late in paying taxes, there's an additional or separate penalty of 1/2% per month that you are late. Both of these each go to their own 25% maximum penalties. However, since 2001, there has been a program, this first-time abate program, that will allow taxpayers who have been current on their and compliant with their taxes for the prior 3-year period to avoid these penalties the first time that they incur them for filing late or paying late. Now, these are not small potato type penalties. When this was examined by the Inspector General for the Treasury Department, he found that the average penalty imposed in these circumstances was about $60,000 for failure to file and $21,000 for failure to pay. So this is a great program, but the problem is a lot of people don't know what's out there. When the Inspector General took a look around and sampled the IRS records, he determined that approximately 1.45 million taxpayers could have used this program, but instead paid penalties and didn't know they could use it. And the IRS collected about $181 million in taxes that it really should not have. So this is a problem that the Inspector General pointed out, and the IRS is pledging to look into it and do what it can to publicize and otherwise deal with it. Now, a secondary issue, a little more technical, that also gets caught up here, that if a taxpayer actually knew about the program and used it, if they could have also been able to abate their taxes because they had reasonable cause for not filing their returns, they would have been better off to get a reasonable cause abatement than to use the first-time abatement. That's because if you get a reasonable cause abatement and then you're delinquent the next year, you could then use the first-time abatement. But if you use the first-time abatement in the first year, you cannot then use it again for 3 more years. So that is also something that the IRS said they're going to look at. Well, thank you for listening. I'm trying to keep these videos fairly short. If you want more detail, please check the written version of this posting, and also there's all the disclaimers and other information you'd ever need. Thank you very much. Goodbye.